Whoa, potatoes the size of your head. Anyway, gonna have some toast. What do I have? Crunchy or smooth? Smooth or crunchy? I don't know. Whoa, didn't see you there, good buddies. What are you doing in my kitchen? I'm just gonna have some toast. Do I have smooth or crunchy peanut butter? Question of the day. Now that you're here though, let's do a show. Whoa, Nelly! Welcome to ArmaGEEKdon. I'm your host, The Chief. We've got a fun-packed show for you today. It's a Storm Collectibles. This guy, you might have seen my unboxing video recently that I did when the Storm 6 haul came. I've got a Jushin Thinder Liger here that I'm going to open up. Smaller box than the other, what have we got here? You know, size comparison-wise, bit of a smaller box than some of the others, but smaller figure. In fact, the box actually lists him as 170 centimeters, 95 kgs. There you go. 1989, what would that be? Debut? Don't know. Anyway, this guy's still wrestling, I think. Look, it's enough of my dilly-dallying. Let's get this guy to the table. Okay, here he is, Jushin Thinder Liger. Now, I don't have any wrestling figures. This is the only one I've got. I was into wrestling probably, I think I watched WrestleMania 5, I think was the first one, so maybe 1990, around that period. Watched it for most of the 90s, then kind of went out of it, got back into WCW in the, you know, when the WCW, NWO Nitro and all that kind of jazz, then got out of it again, got back in a few years ago. Don't really watch any of that WWE stuff, but I started watching a lot of this Japanese stuff, Pro Wrestling Noah, All Japan, New Japan, Dragon Gate, all this kind of stuff. And I was aware of Jushin Thinder Liger as a character, as a wrestler throughout all those years. But yeah, well, you know, one of the most recognisable Japanese wrestling guys on the circuit. But anyway, look, let's get this guy and have a closer look at him. Okay, the overall aesthetic on the figure is fantastic. The paints are pretty on point. The colours are great. The level of detail is fantastic. Look at this. We'll have a better look at this in a second. But actually, let's get it off now. So it's a simple. There you go. I mean, love soft goods. That is a nice, shiny, sequined front and back. There's a few different versions of this character. There was the original costume, I think, with the gold fronted bit, but that had sold out. I had it in my basket. Plaza Japan, I think it was, or Ami. No, it was Ami from Japan. Sold out, so I ended up getting this. It's a soft plastic, and look, there's no actual pin bit to fit it on. It literally is just the weight of it kind of holds and sits it down. You can see actually no, I was going to say there's a bit of gappage there, but obviously that black bit doesn't sit flush. You could tack it if you wanted to, but you know, this is a ceremonial thing. He wears the ring, then whoop, he whips it off. So that's fine. Now, does that, well, how is that attached? I don't want to start dicking around. Oh, it looks like it is a pin. Maybe you can take that off and then you can just have this shoulder guard. Might do a bit of research before I do that, but wow. Love that. Okay. Emblem on the chest. Looks really nice. Some nice detail here as well. Even the buckle, the belt looks fantastic. Detailing all the way around. We've got the nice paint apps there. The good thing I like about this figure is, because you've got the distinct red and white, when you are moving the figure, you know, it doesn't look too much out of place. So that obviously, the top bits, okay, fine. I would like that to have been maybe not gone up onto the upper soft piece, because when you do move that, it's obviously split. So maybe if they hadn't have gone up there, that would have been nice. But what you do get is you get a really nice back arch, but then you're going to get super gappage there. But depending on how you're posing him, lets you get a good look at the insides, the guts, if you will. Crunch forward, very nice. Again, it kind of makes that front look a little bit funky, and you're going to get gappage at the back. With these Storm Collectibles, because of this soft plastic pieces, you are going to get that gappage sometimes, but it's kind of just a known thing. Let's get his head on. It makes it a little bit better. In fact, no, let's just look at the head. Yeah. Look at the texture on the eyepieces, the silver. It's kind of got that cross-hatching. It's almost like a gauze effect. Lovely. Soft hair. Soft plastic. It's going to be able to move around. Yeah, really nice. Really nice piece that. Let's get it on. Pop. While we're on the head, let's just check the articulation on the head, I guess. Get your arm out the way, Jushin. You can look down, not too bad. You can look up, because this is a double ball peg. It's basically like a dumbbell. So it's a bar with a ball and a ball. So it's movement on both ends of it. You get some tilt out of that. Obviously rotation. You know, you're going to get a fair amount of stuff like that, which is good. Okay, let's take a look at the shoulders. We've got these floating pieces in here, which allow the shoulder to move forwards and back, and also up and down, which is really nice. So you get a really good range of movement out of that shoulder. Move it all the way up. You can hit that T-pose. Whoops. Okay, so here you go. This is nothing unusual with Storm. It lets us see the inner workings, in fact. So we've got this little cup with a ball. You see this piece here, look, it has an L on it. So we know which side it goes in. And that's simply just, I say simply, it does. Oh, we can find it, see, look, it's moved around inside. That's fine, it's because of this soft piece here. Line it up. Pop it back in, job's a good one, it's fine. Nothing unusual there. Okay, so yeah, we get a great range of movement from the shoulder. Is there a bicep swivel? There is a bicep swivel. It's not the biggest in the world in terms of range. It only goes about 45 degrees. That's fine. We get the single elbow. Nice paints here. They've done, I like that, it carries through. Dodgy paint there though, look at the gold. That's not ideal. Let's see what it's like on the other side. Fine, but okay, that's not great. Wrist is, pop that off, you can see. Simple ball hinge. Now, popping the heads and hands off of these Storm figures is an absolute dream. They're buttery smooth. It's my favourite hand and head swaps of Storm figures. They're just so much better. It's not like a necker or something like that where you're worried and you've got to heat them up and stuff's breaking. These are absolute a joy. So, you know, you're going to get good range out of this guy. You're going to get him in some good fighting poses. No problems with the arms there. Let's look down at the legs. So what can the hips do? Wow. Full on splits, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, I've got to continue my splits training, the Chief splits training. I'm going to start adding some splits training to my videos. Okay, that looks a bit funky because of the inside of the join, but when you're ever going to have them in that pose, you're not. So we don't worry about that, that's fine. Thigh swivel, no thigh swivel. Shin swivel, no shin swivel, okay. But we've got a double knee that goes a bit better than 90, that's fine, looks good as well. Looks really good. And with this soft plastic, you can just tuck, there's another soft piece here on the crotch area, so, you know, really well designed, these Storm figures. And in terms of ankle, let's see what we got. So, look, I'm going straight to the toe hinge. Hidden by the foot guard, really nice, not too far back. I'm not a big proponent of toe hinges. Actually, you can see the helicopter, you can hear the helicopter overhead. They found the Chief, they're looking for him. And we get a rocker, which is okay. And then in terms of front and back, let's look at range. Yep, That's pretty good. And then going the other way, going forward, you're restricted by this piece here, so you're not getting much going that way. But I was saying this to my buddy the other day, the human foot doesn't actually bend that much forward anyway at the ankle, so there you go. But listen, we're going to get this guy in some nice action poses with the joints that we got on offer. So really pleased with the articulation overall on this guy. Let's see what accessories he comes with. So we saw the fist hands that he comes with as default. Then you get a couple of chopping hands. Very good. Then you get a, what are these ones? You get a couple of gripping hands. They look like trigger fingers, but I suppose they're not really. They're for grabbing opponents and chucking them around. Then you get, what are these ones? You get a couple of kind of, I guess, wider gripping or grappling or grabbing hands. And then you get a couple of kind of action hands. I like this, I like these. Very nice details on the Storm hands. You know, you get nice fingernails, you get grooves where joints are and things, bit of veins on the hand. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's do some size comparisons. There he is with another Storm Collectibles. This time it's a Ultra Street Fighter 2 Ryu. Let's do, here he is with a Black Series Darth Vader. Okay, obviously scales bigger, these Storm guys. And let's do him with a bit of a silly one. Here's a Marvel Select Immortal Hulk, who is ginormous. So here he is, it's the Storm Collectibles Jushin Thunder Liger. I don't know what the names of these variants are, because the one with the gold, like I said, then the silver, and I think they've got maybe one in black as well. But anyway, this one here, the colours are fantastic on this figure, the attention to detail. A few dodgy paint spots here and there, but overall the aesthetic appeal is phenomenal on this figure. The articulation is good for the most part. The ankles weren't the greatest, and there was, you know, the head overall could have been a little bit better, but listen, this is a great figure. More accessories would have been nice, maybe a chair, but you get the hands, you get the cape, which I don't think I mentioned was wired, which looks fantastic. It's going to scale with your other Storm Collectibles figures as well, so overall, another winner from Storm Collectibles. There he is, Jushin Thunder Liger. Man, this is a great figure. I'm not sure if I need him in my collection though. I am getting Storm Collectibles, you can see him just peeking out of the corner there, but I'm focusing mainly on Street Fighter, and I thought I'll get this guy because he looks great, and I'm a fan of him as a wrestler, and he is great. Man, I was just thinking about letting him go. Now I'm looking at him, it's like, wow. Who knows, watch this space, he might actually be up for sale, even though I've only just got him. Bizarre things going on in the Chief's world. You know, you need funds to do stuff like pay bills and eat your beans on toast, so you never know what's going to happen. But listen, thanks for tuning in for this episode. We had a great time, I had a great time. Hopefully you've learned a few more bits about some of these figures that you haven't seen before, and so until next time, make sure you keep it geek.